The arsenal is where the rubber meets the road. It's one of the final areas in the map, and it's just littered with ways to see Henri get chomped on. I need to be smart, talented, and have the prowess to outsmart the AI. But every 5 minutes turns into panic, and I don't get any closer. Each corridor, the unicorn without his face girth wins, and I literally have no options. The arsenal is a maze, almost intended for you to stumble your way into face-on-face encounters with the beast. After nearly losing my voice and what's left of my mind, we're able to drain the water from the room and continue onward. Onward being the theme of this experience, and now more than halfway through the journey, it seems fitting. But fear and survival are a funny thing. It reminds me of a psychological phenomenon referred to as the third man syndrome, not to be confused with the third wheel syndrome, which is mostly me, and let's face it, probably you too. The third man syndrome is an unstudied but well-reported condition of individuals in life-threatening experiences. Mountain climbers, shipwreck survivors, even soldiers have reported experiencing an individual who keeps them company and almost guides them through the torment. The famous tale surrounding this experience was that of Sir Ernest Shackleton. Shackleton was an adrenaline junkie and explorer who took on crossing all of the Arctic between 1914 and 1917. After a shipwreck leaving the men stranded and having to cross that entire Arctic, the three men of the party identified a consistent, omnipresent fourth individual not far behind them. This third man is reported again with the British explorer Frank Smith, whose attempt to be the very first person to reach the peak of Mount Everest brought him within 1,000 feet of the peak and even closer to death. Frank's words from his diary read, "All the time that I was climbing alone, I had a strong feeling that I was accompanied by a second person. The feeling was so strong that it completely eliminated all loneliness I might have otherwise felt." Frank later identified that he even tried to share some of his cake with the omnipresent figure. There is virtually no scientific study because it's almost impossible to reproduce safely without putting someone in harm's way. Some consider this phenomenon a hallucination, some kind of survival mechanism of disassociation to help find comfort and strength to carry on. Symptoms include feeling like someone is walking with you, seeing or hearing a presence of someone who really isn't there, and a presence that intervenes to save your life. The human body, like any other organism, has one general intention: survive. Doesn't have to be pretty or sane or follow a social contract. Perhaps the third man is a disassociation, the strength we did not think we had today to ensure that we wake up tomorrow. Or maybe it's something else entirely.